the grandmother is very, very sad. And the grandfather in hospital, so she's in a good moment.
Mary Wells lives and works in Portland, Oregon. After having dedicated decades to her large family, Mary began studies at the Oregon College of Art and Craft, where she earned her BFA. Mary thus re-began her career as a full-time professional artist. She's exhibited her work in Italy, New York, and the Pacific Northwest of America. Mary, your work is very detailed and labor-intensive, and it's in part inspired by the minute Italian mosaic. What can you tell us about your process?
All right. Well, I've always liked putting small pieces together to make something bigger. And when we first came to Italy, maybe 25 years ago, I realized that all of Italy is put together from small pieces. You look, there's bricks, there's stones, there's pavement. And then one time when we were in Rome, I became aware first time of the Mosaico Minuto, which was a craft that was started, I think it was as far back as the 1500s, by people at the Vatican. By using very thin threads of glass, which they cut and then they put together on end to make the tiles. And I didn't have the access to the glass, but I thought, paper, this is perfect. When I first started doing this work, my pieces were bigger, maybe 1 inch big, 3/4 of an inch. And over time, they have become smaller and smaller and smaller, to the point that people started to worry a little bit. But I find this practice very, very soothing. Some people look at it and think, oh, you go crazy, but for me it's like meditation, and it's a quiet place for me to be. However, after having been doing this for 10 years or so, and having produced 4 very large seasonal panoramas, which I was fortunate to be able to do here, and be in the atmosphere, the colors and everything of Tuscany, I thought, well, time to move on. So I kind of moved on by moving back. The first professional artwork I ever did was wood block cuts, which I printed on textiles, on fabrics. And a few years ago, Frank and I walked across England from coast to coast, the northern part of England, it's about 192 miles. And after we left England, we went to Amsterdam, and I discovered a series of woodblock cuts by Hiroshige that documented his walk from Kyoto to Tokyo in the 1800s. And I thought, okay, I want to sort of emulate Hiroshige's technique and style, but do the images from my walk across England. So this summer here, I have been working in a Japanese style with a palette that is Japanese from the woodcuts, not the English countryside where I walked through, and doing work that's from England, not from Italy. It's the first time I've not worked on Italian work when I've been here. It's difficult. It's difficult. I have stopped using quite so many small pieces, and in the sort of Japanese style, I'm using more flat areas and then embellishing them with tiny cut-out pieces to sort of give them more depth and detail. So far, I've completed 4 of 22, and I'm going to have to come back and do some more.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For 20.
While you're in the world, di nuovo. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. Grazie.